Yeah, I mean, first match of the year, you never know how you're going to come out, but I played doubles yesterday and I felt pretty sharp, so I came on the court feeling pretty good about it, and I don't think I could have done much else and played much better than I did.
Was it nervous still coming on board, even though you knew Lleyton's going very well? Was it nervous to be able to play something like that, defending champion?
Yeah, for sure. I mean, anytime you play a guy who's been #1 in the world, who Australia loves so much, this is has the history he's had that I've grown up idolising, and like I said, even before the first match that you play for a year, I had a few butterflies, but thankfully I stepped out and hit an ace on my first point on serve, and a few of them went away. So, but there was a few nervous moments during the match as well. Serving for that first set, I faced a couple of break points, but I thought, any time he started to challenge me, I thought I was able to come up with the goods as well.
You would have played a better match then?
No, probably not. Honestly, like from start to finish, I didn't really give him anything. He held serve a couple of times, but to love. But I didn't feel like I did anything. Okay, I make a couple errors, but my game's not to grind and give guys rhythm. So I'm not actually worried if I play a game like that. But I don't think I could have done anything really any better than I did.
Can you take a win like that, and what can you do with it, Sam? That must be a win like that against a player of the calibre of Lleyton. What does that do for you?
I mean, it's huge for my confidence, obviously, to be like Lleyton, but I had confidence going in before the match, after the year I had last year, and after the work I've done in the off season. I've said, leading up to this tournament, that I'm feeling as good as I ever have, and I've worked hard, and I feel like I belong here, and hopefully, to be honest, anyone that's sort of doubted my last year, and if I can maintain being top 100, hopefully, people, and I don't really care if that's what they think, but hopefully for me and for anyone else, I mean, it shows that I can play at that level, and I'm not just a guy who's going to throw serves down. I actually thought I was pretty good off the back, and I was pretty good around the net, and I thought I played a pretty good all-round match.
Because you've been talking about top 50, that's the next step, isn't it?
Yeah, definitely. I mean, I think it's the next logical step. I got to 75, and I think the next logical step's 50, and then if I can get to 50, and then reassess again. But if I can get to top 50 as soon as possible, and that way I can play the Masters events, I can not have to maybe worry about skipping events because of my doubles that happened a few times last year, and I'm going to keep playing both. So as soon as I can get my singles ranking up, the better for me.
You mentioned Ben Mathias out on the court, and obviously Ducks had a great win yesterday. I mean, tell us a bit about him. We don't really hear much about him. We hear he's pretty quiet and a gentle giant.
Yeah, for a big bearded tattooed guy, he's very quiet. He's just started working with Ducks, and obviously I've been with him for a couple of years. The first year in a 4-on-1 environment with Reedy and JP and Johnny and Johnny Millman, and then last year a few guys were injured, and we ended up going basically 1-on-1 for most of the year. And he is a quiet guy. He likes to get his work done. He doesn't like hanging around the courts, but he's very switched on, and he's learning along the way as well. Obviously he's never coached somebody to the level that I sort of got to this year. He's coached good juniors, and he's like I said, he's been working with us for a couple of years, and he's always learning himself. And for me, he's probably he's been the perfect matchup for me, and he's probably honestly my best mate on tour.
So did you take a lot from the US Open last year, and being on such a big stage with Roger and playing well?
Yeah, I mean it's a massive court. I feel like, but I went out in that match against Roger, and I felt sort of comfortable being out there as well. And I think now, for me, I want to play matches on big courts. Tonight, it's always hard. You never know how the fans are going to react playing when there's two Aussies playing each other. But with the fanatics and everyone, getting everyone going before the match for the first match of the year, I mean, it was a packed house out there, and I had goosebumps a little bit. When they started singing "We Are Australian." That's to be honest, that's why I play tennis. You play tennis to play on big courts in big matches, and hopefully I can play in a lot more.
How does the fitness come through? You say you finish your B. How does the fitness come through, apart from obviously being able to run down all the balls? Does it help? Do you feel stronger on the court? Does it keep your mind clear on the court?
Yeah, I mean, I think it's just you take a level of confidence from the hard work you've done. I've apart from the fact that for me, I'm getting to balls better, and I feel stronger when I get to the balls, and my balance around the net's better, and I can serve my best for longer periods of time. I mean, all that stuff counts, but also just the confidence that you can take from knowing that you've done the hard work, I think, is almost bigger than the rest of it. So much we see so many times guys ride waves of wins and times in their career based on only confidence, and you only get it two ways: one's winning matches and two's hard work. So I did the hard work over the season. Now I've got to win, so hopefully I can build on that.